A warm welcome back to HMR Waterfront Presents Game on Hair, building up to the spicy contest between Australia and India. It's basically a bona fide quarter-final in this year's ICC Men's T20 World Cup. But before we get to the all-important toss with the great Ravi Shastri in just about 3 minutes' time, Roha, let's give out a few prizes, shall we? It's time. Martin Guptill knows the answer to that one.
I do know this one.
Guppy, are you a stats guy?
Oh, I do know this one.
You do know that.
Obviously.
Also, I know that.
Well,
There you go.
Can I tell you?
but a lot of things up for grabs. Still haven't talked
Is this because
about
I've written it down here for you, isn't it?
a lot to take away from this show if you have been following our show. But speaking of coming back to the big contest today, and as we're building up to the toss, a lot has been said about what should the winning captain do. Shoaib, starting with you, winning the toss, doing what today?
I would like to bat first winning a toss if I'm India.
If you're India, you'd put runs on the board.
Yes, because I'll back my spinners along with the fast bowler like such as Bumrah. I'll defend 150
There you
easy
go.
with this bowling lineup. Yes,
There you go. So we're in.
no question about it. No.
We're in St Lucia, Darren Sammy Stadium. It's used to being a high scoring ground compared to the many of the others we've seen in the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Eunice, if you're captain, if
I
you're
think
Rohit
if it is
Sharma
the
or Mitchell
rain-affected
Marsh,
game, both are the captain will choose ball first.
just because that weather's around, they want to
Yeah.
know what they want to chase.
But ideally, in these kind of games, you can bat first and run on the board, so you have much better chance to defend it.
Mari, what do you say? Winning
So, what do
captain?
you suggest? Batting first or bowling?
Bowling first.
Okay, I'm batting first.
I think if there is weather, bowling first is the option, just to know what you have got to chase. But if you end up batting first, the team that actually gets on top early is going to win the game. You have to be switched on in the games like these early.
Are you recording this?
Oh, it's all
Okay,
recorded,
thank you.
don't
Save
worry.
the clip.
It gives time we ask the Professor for a very quick prediction as well. Professor, we know that you like seeing sides bat first, put the scoreboard pressure on, but given the weather situation,
I think only the weather can give you that mindset as a captain. Like, why not to go for a field first? Because you are not sure at what stage you will face the rain is coming into play. So why not to just bowl first and see how you can plan things accordingly.
Right, okay. In the last game, of course, we saw Australia make a slight error at that toss, putting Afghanistan to bat first. Do you think if they chase once again today, they will be able to handle that pressure?
नहीं वो कर सकते हैं, उनकी चेजिंग एबिलिटी बहुत है, लेकिन वो मुझे लगता है आई डोंट नो क्या हुआ कि सेंट विंसेंट एक ऐसा वेन्यू है जहाँ पे हमेशा पहले बैटिंग करने वाले को ज़्यादा बेनिफिट है.
Sorry, Professor, it's time for toss now. Let's go to Ravi Shastri, who's ready with the two captains.
we've just had the toss by the great Ravi Shastri all the way in St Lucia over there, and Australia win the toss. They elect to bowl first. Bit of zip in it, Ravi Shastri thinks, but no, actually talking to the captains, it looks like it's a beautiful surface, one of the best we've seen in this edition of the T20 World Cup. Australia unsurprisingly deciding, given the threat of a little bit of weather around, maybe later on in the afternoon, that bowling first is the option, gentlemen. So prediction was right there, Eunice, in what Mitch Marsh chose to do. But batting first for India, probably not a bad toss for Rohit
I
to
think
lose.
it was a best toss to lose for India. That's how, especially the Kohli, he can, play with more freedom, and we know that what kind of batsman he is, and he will be loved to score big in this game.
Right, and Rohit Sharma also at the toss, he said that they would have also wanted to bowl first. There was a bit of a game plan. Shoaib, आप चाह रहे थे कि bat first हो, क्या कहेंगे?
You had a big game. I understand the pitches. I've seen the surface. As Ravi Shastri is saying, it looks a better track than most of the track that we've seen so far. So, putting a runs on the board, and again you're giving a license to India to just go out there and score around 170 plus. Would you be able to chase that with the Kuldeep Yadav and Akshay and Jadeja and talking about Bumrah? Think about it, thinking points. All I'm saying is that you should not be taking pressure. I think they make a bad choice, bowling first, God knows. But for me, I think Australia, made a critical mistake again.
And Marty, we asked for Starkey, big game player. He's back in the side at the expense of Ashanaga.
Yeah, and I think it's a good move from Australia. He's, the most experienced white ball bowler, and we know what he can do in World Cup cricket. He's done it, multiple ODI World Cups, and he's done it in T20 World Cups as well. So he's probably due a big one, and today could be the day.
Right, playing 11 जी आ गई है इंडिया की
Yeah,
Mr.
I'll go
Shoaib
for it. I think
I know
well,
you will.
same. तुसी गल कौन सा साहब?
You know, this guy loves talking for India.
No,
so
but the
he
thing
should
is,
go.
look, these two people, these are two greatest batsmen. You're giving them free license, no pressure of chasing. Imagine if one of those two gets a free run for 6 overs. What's going to happen if they get around 50 runs in 3 overs? Then what's going to happen? Let alone talking about the deep middle order, till Hardik. We know that he gets some runs. He always gets some runs. Dubey is a bit dubious. So we know that he's not getting some runs. They got the middle order set. What if they get going in the first 6 overs? That's what I'm talking about. The good toss to lose. He was going to make a wrong choice by bowling first. Thank God for that. He lost the toss. But imagine having this guy, Bumrah, Harshdeep, Kuldeep, and Akshar. This guy is not here to contain runs. This guy is here to take wickets. He loves to take wickets. You know, they can contain it with a newer ball. So Akshar. But these two guys, having said that, getting 150 above, and Australia will be chasing. I know they can, they will, but why would you give them a chance to score something like 170 plus on such a good track? It's been said that by the commentators. It's a good weather, good track, and giving them a license to score. I don't know. My score is going to be, prediction is going to be 175.
175, and maybe the shackles will be off for Shivam Dubey. No run chase
About
in order
time.
to in order to contest with a free license, hopefully to go out there and bat freely.
जी
मैं अगर
ऑस्ट्रेलिया
ऑस्ट्रेलिया की टीम की बात करूं तो हमें पता है कि हेड और वार्नर इन्होंने हमेशा परफॉर्म किया अगेंस्ट इंडिया. ये दोनों बहुत क्रूशल है, लेकिन मैं चाहूँगा कि मिचेल मार्श जो हैं वो आएँ और आज थोड़ा सा इनका परफॉर्म करना बहुत ज़रूरी है. थोड़ा सा क्वाइट रहें. ठीक है, कैप्टनसी उनकी अच्छी रही है, लेकिन ये है कि इनको परफॉर्म करना. मेरे हिसाब से जो सबसे जो मेन आज के वेपन हो सकते हैं अगेंस्ट इंडिया वो स्टार्क ही हैं. अगर ये स्टार्क ही जो है ये अगेंस्ट विराट कोहली और ख़ास तौर पे रोहित शर्मा, जो बाजू का थोड़ा सा उनको प्रॉब्लम होता है जब उनको मिडिल स्टम्प से ऑफ स्टम्प से बॉल अंदर आता है, तो अगर वो ये कहीं आउट करते हैं तो मेरे ख्याल से रन्स कम हो सकते हैं. लेकिन मैं चाहूँगा कि आज टिम डेविड जो हैं वो क्वाइट रहे हैं, और ये जब ये चेस कर रहे होंगे तो इनका रोल बहुत ज़रूरी होगा. क्योंकि अगर रन्स इंडिया ने कर दिए 170 180 तो मुश्किल होगी. स्टोनर्स का हमें पता है कि ज़बरदस्त फॉर्म में है, ऑलराउंडर परफॉर्म कर रहे हैं. मैक्सवेल वापस आए हैं बैटिंग में, उनके लास्ट मैच में उन्होंने रन्स किए हैं. और उसके बाद एडम जंपा का हमें पता है कि ये मैच विनर हैं, विकेट्स लेते हैं, लेकिन इंडियन हमेशा इनको अच्छा टैकल करते हैं. तो ओवरऑल अगर मैं इनकी बात करूं, कमिंस की मैं बात करूं, ठीक है वो कैप्टन नहीं है लेकिन वो हमेशा लीड करते हैं और बैक टू बैक उनकी हैट्रिक्स यहाँ मौजूद हैं. तो मेरे ख्याल से जो हैजलवुड की बात करूं तो ये भी कंटेन करते हैं, ये भी बड़े अच्छे बॉल करते हैं. ओवरऑल इनकी टीम बहुत ज़बरदस्त है. एक इन्होंने चेंज किया है जो कि एगर की जगह स्टॉक को लाए हैं, और ये अच्छा डिसीजन है. आई होप कि ये ज़्यादा रन्स नहीं करवाएं, क्योंकि हमने देखा है जब रन ऑन द बोर्ड होते हैं ख़ासतौर पर इंडिया के पास तो वहाँ स्पिनर्स मौजूद हैं. और ठीक है ये पिच बहुत अच्छी लग रही होती है बाज़-औक़ात, लेकिन हमने देखा है जब चेज़ इन पिचेस पे हो रहा होता है तो अनइवन कहीं ना कहीं पिचेस हो जाती है. तो मेरे ख्याल से टीम ऑस्ट्रेलिया को चाहिए कि ज़्यादा रन ना होने दें, अराउंड 150 160 मैक्सिमम, तो इनके पास बहुत ज़बरदस्त चांस है कि ये इसको चेज़ डाउन कर सकते हैं. लेकिन अगर 180 190 कहीं हो गए तो इनको मुश्किल हो सकती है.
Looking at those career matches there as well, Glenn Maxwell, the most experienced member in the side, the big show, Marty. We need a big one out of him today. India is always a massive prospect, and he's been a little light on the runs, came good against Afghanistan, almost took the game away. What are you expecting from the big show, or who in fact is your MVP for today?
I mean, there's so many to choose from, isn't there? They've got match winners the whole way down their batting lineup. Throw one name in there. I will probably put Mitch Marsh's name down today. Captain's knock.
And speaking of the all-rounders, when I asked you off-air a couple of days back who your player of the tournament is likely to be, you sided with Marcus Stoinis, and I can see why he's delivered time and again in this World Cup. But Professor, when chasing a big total, especially against a team like India, your openers are going to be the most important for you to lay that foundation. But if they don't fire today, if they lose their wickets early on, how much of a responsibility will it be on Maxwell, Wade, Tim David, these guys to really finish off the game, because they couldn't do it against Afghanistan? They'll want to have to rely on their players to do it today.
Well, I think obviously they would like opener to do the opener job they've been doing in this tournament. But if anything happened, they couldn't do well, then I think Maxwell has to take responsibility. Because in the last game he played well against Afghanistan. So the momentum, obviously the confidence came back. Obviously the whole tournament wasn't great for Maxwell, but the last innings he played well. So that can also give him a lot of confidence, like I can do it again. And I think someone has to take responsibility, no matter if they're chasing down 170 or 190, someone has to take the responsibility to win it for Australia. And we have seen Australia have done that earlier many times in any given condition, in any given situation of the game.
Well, they're going to have to post a total today, India. Let's take a little look at the the pitch report, rather, of course, which is done by Aaron Finch and Harsha Burgley, to see what we're playing on today.
But it's going to be a very even Steven one today, the win predictor. Hafiz is not agreeing with that.
मैं अपनी तरफ से नहीं, शोएब भाई की तरफ से सर हिला रहा था कि उन्होंने मन्नी नहीं. हम 3 लोगों ने कह दिया कि इस पिच के ऊपर जो है वो आपको चेस करना चाहिए. 2 कप्तानों ने कह दिया कि वी वांटेड टू बॉल फर्स्ट. एरन फिंच ने कह दिया वो शुड बॉल फर्स्ट. वो कह रहे नहीं, बैट फर्स्ट.
अगर रिजल्ट
क्या पता कोई सरप्राइज मिल जाए हमें आज.
क्लिप रिकॉर्ड हो रहा है,
पहला भी रिकॉर्ड हुआ है.
रिकॉर्ड हो रहा है ना.
ये क्लिप पहले भी रिकॉर्ड हो रहा है, ये चलेगा जरूर.
2-3 घंटे बाद चला लेंगे.
चले पोस्ट मैच में हम कोई ना कोई क्लिप तो चला रहे
यानी
होंगे.
6 बंदे कह रहे हैं कि यार इस पिच के मुताबिक या कंडीशन के मुताबिक ये फैसला होना चाहिए, हार जीत को छोड़ दें, लेकिन वो कह रहे नहीं, बैटिंग पहले.
देखिए 92 में भी ना 16 बंदे कह रहे थे कि वर्ल्ड कप पाकिस्तान बाहर हो गया. एक बंदा कह रहा है वर्ल्ड कप जीत गए.
क्या बात. क्रिकेट इज अ फनी गेम. एनीथिंग
We can request Mr. Martin that who is winning. Please tell us.
And also your first
Be
inning
honest.
score.
First
Marty.
inning score? Okay, so 158 first inning score.
Oh,
Okay.
There
Australia winning.
you go.
Whoa.
Close.
Aaron's like,
Mine was 157. I just read it down.
Oh,
here.
okay.
One?
I didn't even see that.
157.
Australia winning.
Australia losing by 5 runs.
Ooh, okay.
okay.
Okay. Any last predictions, gentlemen? We've got yours.
172,
We've got yours.
175.
175.
Yeah,
Right.
India's winning.
Professor,
Okay.
first inning score, jaldi.
148.
148. That's it from us today for the pre-match show. Gentlemen, thank you so much. Aaron, thank you. We're going to throw it to the live action now. It's India versus Australia. Thank you so much
I
for
can't
watching.
look. I'm
HMR
out.
Waterfront presents Game On here.